And we are live, it looks like. So we got this, we got the overhead camera, got the controller camera and all that stuff. Just looking to actually get this going and all that. Let's get this show on the road. So let's see here. Turn down the game just a bit, down to 23. And already we got a bad start there. Mr. Hot Dog did not do what I wanted him to do. Here we go. Hey Mark, what's going on? Thanks, I really appreciate that. I've actually gotten to a point now where I'm actually very comfortable with my play right now, so I can like play and chat burger time. And in fact, actually, you'll see me take breaks during the middle of the game. There we go. Plus I'm doing like new zigzag patterns and all that, trying to maximize the amount of points that I get. He's gonna come down, then come back up. Take him out. I broke up my bunching there. Trying to play cute and all that stuff, but it's just that right now at this point I'm just trying to... And I don't even mind dying at that point right there. And that is fine. Actually... Okay. One of the characters I don't think did what I wanted him to do. So... There we go. It's gonna be a good bunching right here. And welcome to my second viewer. Just started this game. And I'm going to conserve my peppers. I'm going to try to work with this bunching right here. Not my favorite bunching, but it'll do. See it right here. So how's everything been, Mark? Can't wait to see early August. Excellent. So I wanted to let you know, I've actually already broken 4 million. And 3 million I can now get on command. Oh, dude, yeah, be careful about that. You know, because then the thing is, you get fatigued, you get burnt out. Like this for me right here, this game, it's just such a good mental break from Galaga, man, because I swear, Galaga has been turning into a job and all that, and I've been just kind of just taking a break. Okay. Right there. Looks like that bunching's going to be good and hold up. Oh. Yeah, I hear you on that. Ah, got too close. Nope. Mr. Egg did something I did not want him to do. Okay, wait a minute. Should be a good bunching there. Not bad. Oh, by the way, Mark, I switched operating systems again. I'm actually on Debian Buster, and it frickin' plays perfectly. Does Steam good and all that stuff. I was playing a little bit of CSGO earlier. Of course, it does MAME perfect. Absolutely love it. It's a more stripped-down version of Linux. Oh, yeah. It came out on July 6th, and I've been slowly but surely been improving it and all that stuff, doing like slight corrections, because anytime I change an operating system, basically I have to get everything set up like from square one. But not so much this time. I've actually gotten into the practice of tarring my home folder, or zipping it, I should say. I'm actually going to go here. But zipping it, everything that's in my home folder, and then copying everything over once I change operating systems. I actually have 2 hard disks, and so what I do is that my main files and all that stuff, I just copy them over or put them in a zip file on the main hard disk. So I didn't really skip too much of a beat, but still I got to get everything set up and all that. What's awesome is that I no longer have to compile wolf MAME from source anymore, because of the fact that I can just compile it once and that be it. Because all I have to do is just copy the output file, the binary, I guess, that compiles, and then everything's good to go. So far, everything looks good here. take this guy out. Say, so far I'm not doing too bad. Okay. Should zigzag right up to here. Get a well-earned pepper. Right here. Righty. You think I'm gonna hit at least 4 million on this game? Right, got my pepper, gonna die. Got my pepper, gonna die. Let Mr. Egg follow me here. Got my pepper, and I'm gonna finish out the level. Okay. Not bad. Shoot him over here. I'm gonna go to the one on the top right. And I broke a million. Need to make sure I get that. Shoot him over here, then over here. Oops. I'm gonna call this level complete. I don't want to waste peppers at this point. Oops. That's fine, I'll be able to get past this level easy and all that. Okay, so 1,049,000 points completed in the first 6 levels. Oh, Mr. Egg, he didn't do what I needed him to do. There we go, good bunching. go. And you know what? I'm just going to just finish the level and all that. So I do not want to break up. Nope. Gonna have to die out here. So I need to be making sure that I start the level facing up. There we go. Perfect bunching. Alrighty. Up up. I'm gonna die this one. Yep. Didn't get a good start. So currently at 1.5 million for the new person who joined. Ooh, good bunching. Oh! Ah! What do I do? I don't know what happened there. It did not bunch right. Might have been too high on the ladder. Oh, that really screwed up my pepper count there. Looks like it's going to be a good bunching. Mr. Hot Dog did not get lined up there. I just really screwed it up. Yep, this level's lost. Yep. I'll have to gain peppers and all that stuff. This looks like it's going to be a 3 million something game. Yeah. Well, to my one viewer, I'm gonna die out a little bit because, well, actually, I need to get. You want to know what I need to do? I need to actually get more peppers and all that. And then I'm going to start dying out because I need to start thinning out my men. Actually, it was a bad start there. Yep, there we go. Okay, so I'll be able to get up to a count of 5 peppers. I think that should be enough for next stage there. Okay. And I'm going to just start dying out and all that stuff. So, I found, according to some of the other fellow Burger Time players and all that, they've said something to the effect of, when you get so many lives, I think the reset point is 128. So right now I need to start thinning out my men and start letting them die. So I'm going to go get a some bourbon here. I'm going to just step away here for a second. But feel free to chat and all that stuff. I can actually take a little bit of a break here. This is the awesome thing that you can do with Burger Time that you can't do with Galaga. So, oh goodness. Oh, hello to my viewers. Hope y'all didn't miss me too much and all that stuff. Had to get me a little bit of that old Kentucky home. A little bit of that Bardstown export. So anyways, yeah, just letting it thin out and all that stuff. I can take a break. So that's really nice. And then here I'll start going at it pretty hard here in a sec. So, guys, got any questions? Anybody that's out there? And I do apologize that I'm letting this die out and all that, but the thing is that if I keep playing and keep amassing lives and I get over that live reset, it's possible for me that if I get past 128 lives and say like if I have only 3 lives left and I start dying out, then it goes to 0 lives and then game over. So right now I'm at the 2 million mark right now. So right now everything's looking not too bad. Alright, I'm gonna just play a little bit now. That's cool. Frog Scat, how are you doing? Oh, that's okay. I need to die out and all that stuff. Yeah, Frog's Cat, as I was saying, oh, doing very well. Doing excellently. Just, doesn't look like I'll be breaking the 5 million point mark right now. I'm at 2 million right now. But that is okay. Nope. It's okay if I keep dying out and all that stuff. That's lives I can waste. Alright, now I'm gonna try to complete the level here. But I can't use any peppers because I need them for next level. Alrighty, boom. Alright, I think I have enough. I think I can complete the level here. Yes. Got a good bunching. Ah, damn it. Okay. Have them come up here. So we got the right side taken out. We start working on the left side. Almost didn't make that one. Excellent. So right now I'm at 2.2 million. Everybody's gonna bunch up just nicely. And that's a perfect bunching with only 2 peppers used, so that makes me really happy. Because I need to start, like, really getting a bunch of peppers right now. So at 2.5 right now. And actually I'm gonna die a little bit here. Thin out the numbers. So Frogscat, that's cool that you were playing the Intellivision. I used to have one of those whenever I was really little. My dad and my mom were gamers and all that stuff, and we had an Intellivision and Atari 2600, and I actually love the Intellivision. It was a lot of fun. For those of you who don't know, that's like an old cartridge-based system from like 1981, 82. Actually, no. First Intellivision came out in the late 70s, I think. We had the Intellivision 2, which I thought was pretty awesome. But what was cool is that the Intellivision had like all these just very simple games and all that. But one of my favorites was actually Disc of Tron, or Tron Deadly Disc, or something like that. Actually, no, Disc of Tron is actually an arcade game. Tron Deadly Disc is actually the Intellivision one, and it's actually really a lot of fun. Oh, yeah. So I'm at 2.5 million right now. Don't think I'm going to be hitting 5. Probably I'll be in like the low 4 million, low 4s. Anyways, let's start getting ourselves prepared here. Always want to start up, because you get to do this in perfect position. No, never played Sea Battle. Nope. B-17 bomber. I think I played Utopia. That was interesting. I think that's what. I think it was. I think Utopia was on the in television, if I'm not mistaken. That's actually the thing that the game that Will Wright based SimCity off of. I think. Yeah, I know. You know, for the time, I always thought that the graphics for B-17 bomber, like the bombing thing, I always thought that that was like awesome. Like I thought, man, for '82, that actually was actually not too bad. It's actually pretty decent. B-17 bomber. God, that's so iconic. I think my dad had like a Dungeons and Dragons game or something like on that. I played that a little bit, but I never could really understand what was going on. Get my pepper. Oh. Oh, really? That's interesting. Oh, Mr. Egg did something that I did not like. He did not do what I expected him to do. Not the best bunch, but I'll work with it. Oh, yeah. Wait a minute, wasn't Wizards and Warriors like for the NES though? Well, screwed that one up. These guys aren't moving the way I'm anticipating, or should be anticipating. So at 2.9 right now. And I'm gonna die out. Need to, because of the fact that I've got so many lives and all that. So yeah, I thought Wizards and Warriors, like, Iron Sword and all that stuff, like, can't remember, what it was exactly and all that, but I thought that that was like NES, if I'm not mistaken. But if it's the game that I'm thinking of, yeah, no, actually, absolutely fun game. Hard. So, yeah, so no, right now I'm just letting my guys die out and all that stuff just a bit, because I do not want to hit the, 0 out point or something like that. The, reset, the life reset point. So, it's just a matter of keeping it going, keeping it going, keeping it going. God, probably my favorite, like, NES game. So if I had to go, like, favorite NES game, Shark Skark? No, I'm not familiar with that one. Probably my favorite NES game, Super Mario Brothers 2. In television would have to be... It's not Tron Daily Disc. I actually played the Donkey Kong Jr. port on Intellivision quite a bit. Even though the graphics are atrocious compared to even the NES. The NES was a lot better. But still a lot of fun, though. Of course, Atari 2600 Pitfall. Sorry, Shark. Oh, sorry, Shark. Okay, no, I get it. Never played it. Oh, Mr. Egg did not do what I wanted him to do. And neither did Mr. Hot Dog. Here we go. Astro Smash I have played. Been a while on that one. So I'm at 3.1 million. My eyes are kind of fogging up on me and all that. I know I'm losing points, but... sometimes you just gotta play with what I'm familiar with. Like, play the patterns and all that. Because right now, at this point, I've wasted a lot of peppers. Whole bunch of peppers. Have to waste some there because of the bunching was coming up. Frog bug, I've heard of that one. I've heard of that. If it's what I'm thinking, isn't it just like two frogs just jumping back and forth on a lily pad or something like that, between two lily pads or something? Yeah, I have actually played that one. Yeah, eating flies, yep. Such simplistic games, and they were great. And that's fine. At 3.379 million, so ain't doing too bad. Now it's just time to finish this level. I do not need to be wasting any peppers. I've heard of Womp Womp. I've never played it though. Heard of it. Yeah. Okay, so that level is done. Now I need to up my peppers. And I already know where this is going. Let myself die. So we're at 3.3. No, I agree. Reason being is that these games are based on pattern recognition. Most kids don't want to sit down and memorize patterns and whatnot. It's kind of like the movie Pixels, where they talked about that. you know, you've got these random elements in games and all that, and I don't know, you know, there's something to be said about these type of games. And that's okay, because I get my pepper right there. For me, anyone under the age of 30. That's a kid. Let me put it this way. A kid is anyone who doesn't know what the Soviet... A kid is anyone, a child. Sorry, this is kind of getting bad here. But in my opinion, I think this is something to be said. But a child is anyone who did not live during the time of the Soviet Union. That's a child. That's a kid. Yeah, sorry, Pearl. But yeah, to me, that's... Nah, it's just, this is... The thing is that the reason why I say that is just because it's different. No! I'm using Debian. Debian Buster. Absolutely not using Windows. Was for a long time user of Ubuntu, but I got sick of the bloat. Adds input lag with the windowed mode. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. But yeah, Pearl, I've actually not used personally a Windows PC for probably... God... Personally, I have not used one for probably about since 2008, actually. Now, I'll say I've been a Linux user since 2007. I did use Apple products from like 2008 up until like 2012, 2013. And then, fortunately, one of my coworkers gave me a Core i3 laptop that they didn't want anymore because they said it was a piece of junk. And I said, no, it's not a piece of junk. You know? Yep, can't do that one. I said, no, it's not a piece of junk. I'll put throw Linux on it, and I actually started using Linux Mint, and that's actually back in 2012, 2013. That's when I actually got back into Linux computing. And I actually went that route because of the fact that Apple has been doing things like hard soldering their RAM into their keyboard, or not in their keyboards, but into their MacBook Pros and all that, rendering it unupgradable. And I'm sorry, but that's unethical. That is majorly unethical. Yeah. Hard soldering the RAM, hard soldering hard disk and all that. And of course the argument is, well, we're trying to make the laptops thinner. And my thing is that how much more thin do they need to be? Because right now they're as thin as a piece of paper. Ooh, that was bad. But yeah, that really ticked me off whenever they did that. And I said, I will not use their products. And that gets me out of that one, out of that pickle. Yeah, and I'm sorry. Yeah, that's exactly it. The thing is that that's how I actually do my computing. I buy the base model and upgrade it as needed. Apparently, my personal best officially with Twin Galaxies is 3.2, but I've gotten 4. Okay. Now, guys, I'm actually going to concentrate on this one. Excellent. Officially, I'm actually ranked 8th on MAME for Burger Time. However, I have gotten to the 4 million mark. Actually, 4.2. So 3.5 right now. That's cool. Well, I'm gonna die out a few little bit and all that stuff. So right now, I'm gonna be at 3.6. I should be able to hit 4. I don't think I'm gonna be getting to 5. I really screwed up on. Really screwed up on a repeat of stages 3 and 4 because wasted a bunch of peppers, and right now I've got 6 peppers. But yeah, I will tell you one thing. It is absolutely amazing, Pearl, that... oh, that's cool. Not Wizards and Warriors. Okay, Swords and Sorcerers. That's right, because that was during the time whenever the Untellivision was coming out, whenever it came out in late 70s, early 80s. Actually, it was late 70s, but whenever it came out in that time, sword and sorcery movies were actually really popular. And all that stuff, so... Makes sense. Swords and Sorcerers. That's actually kind of funny. But yeah, anyways, Pearl, no, it's quite amazing for me that I've actually been able to get... Ooh, Kroll is freaking awesome. Hold on. Are we talking about the game or are we talking about the movie? There's actually an arcade game called Kroll. Oh, Mr. Hot Dog did not do what I needed him to do. I think... No, it's 79. It wasn't... I mean, it was right at that point. I think most people associate it with the 80s anyway, so... Yeah, the movie's awesome. I own it. It's friggin' great. Liam Neeson's in it. It's like... Oh, wow. Well, this is good. It's actually going to be killing off a lot of my excess guys and all that, because I don't want to repeat here. Alright, here's my bunching. 3.6. Shoot. All screwed up on that. Been getting like a lot of weird... I don't even think I'm gonna get 4. So I need to finish off this level without any using any peppers, because if I use any peppers and all that, that's gonna screw me really badly. Yep. Yeah, it does. Oh well. I tried. Okay. Got past this level, but I already know that... It's a good bunching right there. Yeah, this is the part of the game that a lot of people like you have to have peppers, otherwise it's over. Game over. And get that, have to get that one. I'll tell you one thing. I had many randos thrown at me and all that, so, you know, usually I'm always in the 4 millions for the most part. This game, a lot of randomness just thrown at me. and I'm not going to be able to get that coffee. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to even break the 4 mark here. Wait a minute, maybe I can. This game's over. Yeah. This game is over. There's no matter what I do, I will not be able to get, yeah. It's over. 3.96 and all that. I didn't even make it to 4. And all that. I had a lot of randomness just thrown at me and all that. So that just really, and just like where I had my peppers just really eaten up. So this game's over and all that stuff. But anyways, Frogcast Pro, feel free to subscribe and all that, or not subscribe. Oh yeah, I know. I know I did, but it's just that, man, just this level right here. I mean, sometimes I get past it, sometimes I don't, but just like earlier, kind of like if you screw up in the beginning stages, yeah, no, I know I kept it together with a little pepper stock and all that, but if you, that's the thing, is that if you screw up, here's how I've actually only been playing this game for about 6 months, really, seriously. What I've noticed is this. You know, you got to learn your bunchings. You have to learn your bunchings. Then once you learn your bunchings, you need to worry about pepper conservation. Then, you know, if you worry about pepper conservation and you got your bunchings down and all that, then it's a matter of being in the right place at the right time. This gameplay right here, I was actually not at the right place at the right time. So, yeah, even with this 1 pepper, there's no way I can do anything. I'm toasting this game right now. So, it's, yeah, right now, all I'm doing right now is just letting the lives run out and all that stuff until I can put in my initials and all that stuff. I'm going to keep this submission just kind of like in my back pocket, like for Twin Galaxies and all that. Granted, I've gotten better than this. I've gotten like 4.2, but I've actually taken the time to actually stream through Twitch because, so here's the thing. I use Linux, and in order for me to use Wolf MAME, because this is actually Wolf MAME, it's not just MAME, it's Wolf MAME that I'm actually playing on. It's recording my inputs, and then I can submit that IMP file, the input file, which is just a file of recording my inputs. I can submit that to Twin Galaxies and have that verified. Now, on top of that, I make it crystal clear. I'm a very transparent person when it comes to my gameplay. Here, as you can see right here, I've actually got my controller camera facing down on my keyboard right here so people can see that I'm playing. And then of course I've got the game footage right here. Like how I've got my setup here is that I've got a window of MAME right here. I've got my chat right here so that I can see what everybody is telling me and all this stuff. Actually, no. It's actually not. Actually, the thing is this... Well, first off, Pearl, what are you running MAME on, if I may ask? Because I have noticed that compiling MAME from source on different distributions or running it on different distributions of Linux. I've never ran it on Windows because I haven't, as I said, I haven't had a Windows PC in forever. And I don't plan on ever getting another one at all. I'd rather just buy some Windows 10. It's just the games have a few more frames of input lag than other versions of MAME. Okay, so I'm going to let you know this. If you want to know what runs like having these games run like butter, I swear to God, you know, that the absolute best arcade experience that you can get on MAME or MAME, the one that I've gotten that's actually the best, is compiling MAME from source on Debian, whether that's Debian Buster or Debian Stretch. You can still use Stretch because it's still supported. But I actually, the first time I think I compiled like MAME 209 or 210 or something like that on Debian Stretch, and like, here's the thing. There is so much junk that runs on an operating system. And I noticed this not with Windows. Windows definitely is bloated. But where I've really noticed it, no, I know people with Linux OSs, the amount of input lag. Nah. Oh, there's a reason. Hold on. You're talking about the controller lag. That's what you're talking about, isn't it? I'll wait for you to confirm. You're talking about the actual latency of a controller. No, okay, but your keyboard is your controller. Your keyboard, you're using your keyboard as your controller. I'm going to take a bet that your keyboard is USB. You're using a USB keyboard, correct? In other words, your keyboard, like whenever it connects into the computer, it's connecting via USB port. Because I'll tell you one thing, this thing right here, this is a PS/2 keyboard. It does kind of, actually. The reason being is this. USB, the way that it works, how it communicates with your computer, is that a USB bus is actually sending out messages. The computer is sending out messages from the USB to your keyboard. If it's connected via USB, it's saying, "What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?" And then your keyboard responds back, "I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing anything." Or if you're pressing the A key, it says, "I'm pressing the A key." So the thing is that there's a lot of back and forth communication in between the keyboard and the computer. Now with a PS/2 keyboard, this is an old 1987 standard. The way that things worked back then is that a PS/2 keyboard would just shoot the message directly into the computer, you know, electronically, just shoot it in without it being asked. So if I press the X key, it automatically just shoots it in. It's not the, you know, it's not the computer, my computer here, that's going, you know, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" And then the keyboard is sending a response. The thing is, there's a increased latency. Now here's the thing. For a lot of people, it's imperceptible. For a lot of people, because, you know, we're talking about milliseconds here. But let me put it this way. If you've got some keyboards that have latency, USB keyboards that can have latency up to like 20 milliseconds, 30 milliseconds, I've heard in like really, really bad cases. You know, you compare that to something that, say, has 9 milliseconds of latency. Well, you can say, well, that's not that much difference, it's imperceptible. Well, another way to actually look at it is the responsiveness is 3 times faster. So let me ask, so here's the thing though, is this, with Burger Time, Okay, so hold on. So with Burger Time here, have you played Burger Time? Because I will tell you this much. I have noticed that there is a problem with, like, whenever I run this game on Linux Mint, there is a significant lag. Okay. So here's the deal. As far as, like, the lagginess and all that. I've played Burger Time on Linux Mint. Burger Time on Linux Mint is crap. And same thing with Galaga, too. I'm actually a Galaga player as well. Burger Time's absolute crap. On Linux Mint. It's absolute crap on Linux Mint. There is like a perceptible lag. However, whenever I play it on Debian, which is a much more stripped down version of Linux, a different flavor of Linux, it plays wonderfully. Like it's like butter. So the only thing I can chalk it up to is the fact that well, I mean, just like Linux Mint is definitely known to be a bloated operating system. But on Windows, I wouldn't be able to speak to it, man, because my honest-to-God thing is that if there's lag on anything in Windows 10, I chalk it up to the fact that, well, you're running Windows 10. And not trying to beat down on people that run Windows 10, but there's like so many unnecessary services that are running, so many unnecessary things that are running in the background on Windows, whereas something like it's one frame. Okay. So basically, is that one frame perceptible, if I may ask? And there's another thing too. If I told you the rig that I'm actually running on, you probably would be like, "What the hell is he doing with that?" Oh. I haven't had any perceptible lag in Burger Time or in Galaga whenever playing on Debian 10. But here's the thing, though. There's another thing, too, if I may ask. Yeah, one frame is not much. Yeah, no, it's not. Definitely not. So let me ask you something, because like the rig that I'm actually running this on, doing this whole stream, because it's all happening on one stream, one machine, actually. So there's another thing, too. My machine is actually a... well, here, I can actually show you it right here. Or actually, nah, I can't. It's too dark and all that stuff because I've got how I've got things all done and all that. But anyways, my machine is actually a Dell Precision T7500 running 2 Intel Xeon processors, x5675s, 6 cores apiece. Each core is running at 3.067 gigahertz for a total of 12 cores. Granted, it's not a true 12-core system. 48 gigabytes of RAM, NVIDIA GTX 980. So, that might have something to do with the fact that it plays well. That may have something to do with it. But, no, the reason why I have that rig is because, one, it was cheap. I built it... Oh, yeah, thanks. Thanks, appreciate that. The cool thing about it is that I can actually stream and play games. Now, granted, I can play more, much better, much more intensive games than this. But the reason being that I have that is because I wanted something that was all in one. Because most of the games that I play are very, very simple, you know, when it comes down to it. But yeah, thanks, I appreciate that. So, but I will say that I am not like, now granted, I'm only good at really 3 games. Track and field, excellent at. I actually have a world record in MAME on Twin Galaxies for hammer throw, actually. But Galaga, I'm actually 3rd overall in MAME on Galaga Forum. 2nd in tournament behind Andrew Barra. Oh, there we go. See. You know what? Okay, so that's the thing. So that's the thing there, right there. So, okay, past 1990. So I will say that I have noticed some stuff with regard to playing Street Fighter. I have noticed that there is a little bit of stuff. So okay, no, I did not take that at all. I don't know, dude. Come on, I'm freaking cool breeze over the mountain and all that stuff. So you don't have to worry about offending me, man. Like I do not get offended. But no, what I was gonna say is that makes sense. I have noticed some latency with games that are slightly newer. Street Fighter 2 is one that comes to mind. Mortal Kombat, like things that are intensive like that, and even like I was playing like some racing game, and I'm like, man, this is freaking unplayable, and all that. So no, I get what you're saying. So you're talking about stuff past 1990, and that makes perfect sense. So, but anyways, nah, well, hell, like if you play Giga Wing, it will have 4 frames of it. So what is Giga Wing? I'm gonna have to look that up because I don't even know what that is. Was it an arcade game or something or? Okay, that's interesting. Okay, there was some game, some MAME game that I was playing, made by Microprose, an actual arcade game by Microprose, which is one of my favorite games. It was a simple, looked like it was like some type of simple, like you could probably make it like a virtual reality type thing. I was playing it, and on my rig, there is no reason why my rig could not like blitz through it. So, and this thing came out definitely past 1990. I know that. But the game, I can't even remember what it was, but it was an arcade game that actually put out by Microprose, like Sid Meier, who Sid Meier used to work for that company. It was bad. Like it was horrible as far as the gameplay goes. I mean, it was lagging and all that stuff. So okay, I think I know. I think I get what you're talking about and all that stuff with regard to that. No, it wasn't F-15 Strike Eagle. Uh, Here, let me look. Actually, heck, I've got MAME up. Battle. I think that's what it was. Battle of the Solar System. Oh, it played atrociously. It was like one of the worst gaming experience ever. Hold on, I'm gonna get into MAME right now. MAME 64-W. Let's see here. Manufacturer, Microprose. There it is. It was Battle of the Solar System. Here, I'm gonna make it smaller here so we can get it. It's loading up right now. I'll have to look at this window actually to play it. So do you play Galaga? Yeah, this is it. This is game 32490. Hello, Galaga King? Yeah, I'm actually using a Super Nintendo controller for this. Anyways, yeah, this is the game. Like, I'm looking at this here. I don't know what the speed is and all that stuff, but like some of the things are just kind of just not that responsive and all that. So anyways, well guys, what I'm gonna do is this. I was only gonna play Burger Time for a little bit. I got 3.9 and all that, so I am going to call it an evening and all that. So that's all I want to do. But yeah, this is the game that I was talking about, and I can tell that there is some major latency on this. So, anyways. Well, guys, have a good evening. Good night. Wait a minute, it's the 14th. Happy Bastille Day. Allons enfants de la patrie. Anyways, have a good evening.